Okay. Hold up. I know what you're thinking. Week 7 already? Yeah, that's right. You are on week 7 of suffering through your fantasy football season. So welcome to it. How's it going, Brandon, Kyle? How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
I feel like suffering was the correct term there.
Been on your team, yeah, correct. All right.
Well, I tell you, this week seemed, I don't know, not as bad for season-ending injuries. I feel like we had some significant injuries, but none that were necessarily season-ending like they've been every other week so far. Now, what I did notice is that your big-name players either scored single-digit points because they were really bad, or they went off for like 40+. There was almost no happy medium for these players. They were either big booms or big busts. And so I was on the wrong end of most of those and had people going off against me. And I had many teams who almost the entire team, including the quarterbacks, went for single digits. What in the world happened?
The sky is falling. I do have to toot my own horn, though, because last week on our Boom Bust show, I had Kimani Vidal as a boom, and then everybody after we released that was talking about Hassan Haskins.
Good call.
My boy paid off. he came through.
It looked like it at first. It looked like it was like, ooh, this is going to be pretty rough. And then they just decided to feed him the ball, and it paid off. Now, do you think he continues that going forward? Because in my mind, they're probably out there shopping for a running back to add to their team. How long does he keep his value?
I dare hear that rumor.
I think they've already said they're out there shopping. So I don't think he keeps that value. One, he's not going to keep his value this week against Indy. Yeah. There's just no way he's going to be able to run the ball that much against Indy. Not just because their defense is better, but also because of game script. He's not going to get that many touches. But I think they end up bringing in more help. They brought in Nyheim Hines.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get somebody else, he can come in and be a part of it and essentially does the same thing it all does.
It's going to be a 3 backfield committee. It'll kind of be that.
Yeah, I just have a feeling they're out there trying to find someone that can really carry him through. Now, we don't know how long Hampton's going to be out, but I think it's a little bit longer than we would hope. Yeah. So I think they're probably looking for a pretty good long-term solution here. And like long-term, I mean for possibly the rest of the season. We don't know yet. Could be 6-game stretch here. That's a pretty long time when you're trying to stay on the playoff hunt. I think we all know that. So I think they're out there shopping for somebody. I think if you can sell this guy, if you picked him up last week and you can sell him, I think you're trying to sell him. If he's out there on waivers, he's going to be a hot waiver wire pickup. Are you bidding on this guy? If you are, how much are you bidding? Are you wasting a number 1 waiver wire pick if your waivers that way?
I'm not, unless if you know you have number 1 and you know somebody's desperate for a running back, I'm snagging him and trying to trade him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was just going to be my mindset.
I'm not
sign and trade.
I'm not like I would try that with Fab, but I wouldn't spend that much trying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just don't feel like you're going to get the return on that.
You may get one other good game from him, maybe. You may get a touchdown.
I don't know, man.
Maybe that's it, but also this is a good time to sell him right now.
I mean, when you look at his schedule, he's got Indy, Minnesota is not the easiest. Tennessee's great.
Yeah.
Pitt, Jacksonville, bye week. Then he's got Vegas, which isn't horrible. Philly, Kansas City suck. Dallas will be an easy game, but that's so late.
He'll be
like 2 or 3 opportunities for good games, big workloads. By then, Hampton will be back by you get that late anyways.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not tickled with the schedule and the possible workloads. And like I said, Nyheim Hines, the possibility of another running back. There's just too much going on there for me.
Yeah. And also, let's keep in mind, he's going to look really good. Everyone's going to look really good against that Miami running defense that is non-existent. Now, we said that about Dowdle, and then he came out the next week into the same thing, but he had Miami and then Dallas, who is atrocious. He had the 2 worst defenses in the league back to back. So Dowdle moving on. There's another one that I think you're trying to sell him high too, because he's about to lose as soon as Chuba Hubbard's back. Now here's the thing about Chuba Hubbard. I think Chuba Hubbard is about to take a huge value hit too, because now they see what they've got in Dowdle, and I think they're going to be splitting much, much more than they were before. I think Dowdle's about to increase his workload from week to week basis. Are you trying to get rid of Chuba, Brandon?
I think it would obviously depend on the roster, but knowing what Dowdle has put up 200 plus in I think each past 2 games, I mean this might be a good opportunity. If you could get some value, knowing what Chuba's done, it might be a good opportunity to go ahead and sell him. So I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would say maybe if you're a Chuba owner and somebody else has Dowdle, maybe you're going to them and trying to sell them Chuba to go along with Dowdle or something. I mean, that's tough.
You can definitely get some value though. Knowing what Chuba's done in the past, you can definitely get some good value just off the name alone. And
I agree.
That person who has Dowdle, I mean, I'm trying to get that. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I'm nervous about Chuba's value taking a pretty good hit there, because Dowdle is a decent running back and he's looked really good these last 2 weeks. But is that a result of playing those 2 horrible running defenses? Kyle, what do you think? You think that's just a result of that, and maybe it's given us it's like false? He's not actually that good. He just had to happen to play those 2 defenses.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a lot of thoughts on this. So, first of all, 2 of the worst run defenses in the league. Of course, that's going to boost full workload with no Hubbard. Hubbard didn't even make it to IR, which means he's going to be back
this week.
Yeah, I think one more.
Right.
Dowdle is going to take a hit. His value is never going to be higher than it is right now after 2 200-yard games. Hubbard's going to take a hit because Dowdle is playing so well, you can't bench him if you're Carolina. So I think we're going to see a really close to 50-50 split between these 2. I'm trying to sell either or both of them. If I've got both, sell them as a package. If I've got one or the other, sell them to the one that owns the other. That's what I'm trying to do with these 2.
Yeah, I think it'd be like the Seahawks backfield with Charbonnet and Walker, where it's kind of you can maybe turn into that possibly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Me and Kyle have talked about this for a long time. That's where almost every backfield is turning into, right? It's turning into, they saw how that's worked for the Lions. It's extending these guys' careers longer. That's why you see running backs age 29 now, whereas used to once they hit age 26, it was on to the next one, right? Because you're abusing. And now they don't have that. These running backs get to go up 27, 28, 29 years old, some 30. Like, you're seeing them have longer careers because they're splitting that workload. There's very few workhorses now. And so Chuba was getting most of the workload. And so he was one of those rare high workload running backs. And now that's just been taken away. So it's like, well, there goes a high volume back. There's not many left anymore. And so, and then I know we talked about, one of those high volume backs has always been Derrick Henry. And now we can't even rely on Derrick Henry. Brandon, I think you had some feelings on that, didn't you?
Yeah, Derrick Henry, he's not been kind to me. I don't know what's going on in Baltimore, but that offense really the offense or defense, it's just not looking good. Even when Lamar was there, I don't know what's going on. Obviously, Justice Hill has been, making good strides in that offense, but Derrick Henry, he did decent. He got a touchdown last week, but still, he's not looking like the old Derrick Henry that we used to know. So I've been very disappointed with Derrick Henry. Very much so.
Well, my question with Derrick Henry is it only because the offense is so bad, or is he finally starting to hit that wall that we've all been expecting for the last 3 or 4 years?
That's my question as well.
Yeah. How old is Derrick Henry?
He's 31, but he's not human. That's the thing. True. And people have been calling for him hitting that wall for years now, like 4 or 5 years. And eventually he has to, right? Eventually he has to. It's like Adrian Peterson eventually didn't become as dominating. Like, it does happen eventually. But I feel like Derrick Henry came out right at the beginning of the season, 29 points in his first game. Okay, here we go, right? Here we go. And then that offense, though, has just looked atrocious. That entire team, the defense looks horrible. The offense, it looks crazy. Plus, they don't have Lamar now. Like, it's ugly, guys. But I think that defense has been so atrocious that it's putting the offense in bad situations and forcing them to play a different kind of game. And I think that's bad for them. I mean, Derrick Henry getting 8 carries against Kansas City, only 15 carries against Houston, 12 carries against Detroit, 11 against Cleveland. Like, those aren't high volume. No, that first week he had 18. Luckily, against the Rams here in week 6, he had 24 carries and 122 yards.
They couldn't even score.
You got to get that volume, and so I don't know. I mean, some of those games, he's been in single-digit scoring while getting touchdowns. Like, that's how bad the production's been. And that offense hasn't been in scoring position very often because they're just not moving the ball. They're horrible.
At all.
Absolutely horrible team. And I would say that's probably the most disappointing. Usually it's the Bengals, and it started out this year. I was like, oh, Bengals are going to be disappointing again. They have all this hype, and then they're going to let everyone down. And then here comes the Ravens saying, like, hold on, hold my beer. Right? Like,
do you think it's a chance you could maybe sell Derrick Henry now, or maybe try to maybe see what you can get for him, or how y'all thoughts on that?
I would try.
I would try. I just don't know that you're going to get much. I mean, I say that. There's still those people that are holding out hope of, like, he's coming back. Like, they'll get it together. As soon as Lamar Jackson's back and stuff, like, it's Derrick Henry, right? He's going to perform. He just got to get out of this whatever's going on right now. So someone might believe that. I would just hit that little add to trade block button and just see what rolls in. That's what I would see.
Doesn't hurt.
Still a big name. Still a big name. People know you probably picked him up in the first round. And so first, second round. So they'll still probably pay you a pretty good amount for it. So, let's get over here to the chat real quick. Unless, Kyle, did you have anything else to add to that before we moved on?
Nope.
All righty, let's get over here to Smitty. Start 2 running backs, Monty, White, and Hall.
Let's see. I forgot who Detroit plays. Oh, Tampa. Okay.
I think we're all going to pick White. Rashad White. I'm definitely picking him.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. Rashad White, and then
against Detroit.
I think we got to start Hall.
Who do the Jets play?
Carolina.
Oh, yeah. You got to start him.
We just had a pretty good day against Dallas, but Dallas didn't run the ball that much because the game was tight. They let Dak throw it around. But, like, Breece Hall he had a rough day against Denver, but he got 22 carries. Like, he's getting massive workloads, especially now with Braylon Allen out. Like, you have to start Hall. Carolina is much easier to run on than Denver.
Agreed. Completely agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I think White is a definite. I'm actually up in the air on Montgomery and Hall. Montgomery is kind of on.
Are they playing in Detroit?
They're playing in Detroit. You know how this goes, man. That offense gets really high powered in Detroit. That game is going to be just go, go, go with them in Tampa Bay. I am so excited for this game. It's going to be legit. And it's Monday night, right? So
it was go against Kansas City, and he got 4 carries and 2 catches.
I know, man. But this is that roller coaster ride.
City. Jameer Gibbs didn't even play that good. So
I've been watching that Jets offense, and it is horrendous. I mean, it's terrible, and it seems like they just don't care. Justin Fields looks like he doesn't care. That coach looks like he just doesn't care if they're winning or losing, and it frustrates the hell out of me. they go out there, they're 3-0, and he's just kind of smiling like, oh, well, we suck. So, that's fine. And it's like, man, care a little bit. He's got no fire, no nothing. He's babying Justin Fields. They're overcoaching him. That offense. Now, if Garrett Wilson's out, that gives, in my mind, it gives Hall a boost because they're going to lean on him more.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out. Wilson's out.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's going to miss a couple weeks. Yeah.
Sprain his knee or something. Is that right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Did sprain his knee or something?
Hyperextended.
Oh, hyperextended. That's right. Yeah. So he'll be out. So with all of that being said, I'm talking this out loud.
Josh Reynolds will be the number 1 receiver for the Jets.
What about Mason Taylor, the tight end?
Oh, we can only hope he gets more than 1 catch for 2 yards, which lost me multiple leagues this week. But that's not the point.
He'll bounce back. Carolina is very soft against tight ends. Ferguson just had a day. So yeah, Mason Taylor will bounce back. He's essentially the number 1, but Josh Reynolds is officially the number 1 receiver now.
So with all that being said, I'm going with Hall over Monty here, and a lot of this has to do with Garrett Wilson being out, and Hall is a receiving back. He's averaging probably 5 targets a game, 5 catches a game. Yeah. And so I'm going with him because I think he's going to get a lot of dump-off passes like that again. I think they're going to lean on him more. And so I'm going with Breece Hall here. And like I said, Carolina. So I like it. All right, let's see. Smitty also says start 2 wide receivers, Nico, DK, Rice. Oh, how nice that Rice is back, right?
I know.
Yeah, if I've got him this week, I'm starting him everywhere. Yeah. Which I don't because people draft him early.
I took him early.
I wanted to.
That's how good he is. They knew he was out for 6 games, and they still took him early.
Yeah. And it wasn't due to injury. Obviously, it was due to suspension. So it's not like he's coming into a situation where, we're a little worried about his health. Like, he's completely healthy. So, I mean,
he's going to be well rested. I mean, my goodness. Okay. So you got Nico playing against Seattle, at Seattle. You've got DK playing at Cincinnati, and you've got Rice playing against Las Vegas. Duh. Yep. Right? So you're taking Rice for sure.
Rice against Vegas and give me DK against Cincy. DK's been playing very well lately.
Very well. Surprising.
Him and Rodgers have got this chemistry going. He's on fire. Ride that fire, man. Nico's been okay this year. He's not been the stud necessarily that we all
That's round 50 without. Mm-hmm.
But Seattle's also not a slouch defense this year. So between those 3, you got to bench Nico.
Yeah, I don't trust that CJ Stroud isn't going to struggle there against that Seattle defense. I think that makes me nervous.
Yep.
And like you said, DK's just been eating, dude. So I wasn't excited about having DK this year, and then now I'm happy that I have him.
Listen, I've never been a DK fantasy guy, but he's doing it right now.
He's looking good.
You can't ignore success,
And Cincinnati's defense is just terrible. So
that too. Yeah.
So going DK and Rice there. All right, Smitty has another here. Pats or Chiefs defense this week. Got to love a good defense question. You got Kansas City against Las Vegas, obviously, and you've got the Patriots against Tennessee. So,
wow,
both are great matchups.
Here's my thought with that. Tennessee just fired their coach, so when a coach gets fired, at this point they really got nothing to lose. So that kind of scares you. Like, there's no telling what they'll pull out of the hat. That's
they might come out and play inspired or something stupid.
Something, maybe.
But
but also Tennessee is bad. So
the Raiders still have Geno Smith playing quarterback though, so it's kind of a tough choice. I think either one's a good play.
Yeah,
but give me New England.
I'm going with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Overall, they've just been a better defense, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the move to make though with the Patriots. Now they're playing at Tennessee versus Kansas City playing at home. Does that make any sort of difference for you?
Nah, not for me.
Oh, Brandon thinking on it.
No, the Chiefs at home. I don't know. I don't know, but I mean the Patriots got it. I mean they defense been balling this year. So
yeah, I like their defense. They've been doing pretty good. So yeah, I'm sticking with that. All right, let's see. Let's keep going down the line here. We will get caught up with everyone, I promise. What can I do to improve my team? Get better players? No, I'm kidding. I'm 2-4. 12-man half PPR redraft. I got Josh Allen, Tet, Ladd, Wan'Dale Robinson, Bijan, Judkins. My flex is Chuba Hubbard, and Kyle Pitts at tight end. Well, first of all, you shouldn't be flexing a guy who's out. That's going to help you win games if you get someone in there. I'm kidding. I'm feeling spunky tonight.
He also, I can tell, yeah.
It's the beer. No.
There's another message down below where he updated. His bench is Shakir, Downs, Troy Franklin, Hassan Haskins, and then Jawan Jennings. My first move here is upgrade your tight end.
Agree.
Yep.
And as we talked about earlier with Hubbard,
go ahead. Yep.
Use Hubbard, sell Hubbard with Pitts, upgrade your tight end, and then maybe you get a cheap piece back, like an RJ Harvey or somebody like that.
For a 12-man team or a 12-man league, this is pretty solid. First of all, you're playing in Yahoo. I can tell, and it's disappointing. But Tet, Ladd, Wan'Dale Robinson, even Downs and Shakira, that's pretty good. I mean, I like your wide receivers, Bijan and Judkins.
Judkins was a W for you in the draft because he was going late because nobody knew if he's going to play. You took a chance to paying off.
It didn't this week, but that's going to happen now.
It will this week.
Judkins.
Guess who he plays this week?
So this is
welcome to Miami.
Yeah, he's gonna go off
Will Smith your ass.
Yeah, he's gonna score 80 points this week. But that I agree. Tight end's gonna be your first place. I'm gonna guess that you've had some bad luck because you have a good team. Now Tet finally just scored his first touchdowns. I feel like that's kind of an unleashing.
Yeah.
And Ladd, same thing, coming alive for you finally. Wan'Dale, probably coming alive for you here.
Yeah.
Shakir kind of getting there. Downs is kind of coming alive. You kind of have a team who's kind of getting there, right? So Judkins sat out for so long. Now he's getting there. So you kind of have one of those teams. So I like this a lot. I think tight end is definitely your first place to make improvements.
Quick question, because I know we already talked about Hubbard as a sell. Tet has been a buy in the past for me. He's finally breaking out. How do y'all feel about Ladd? I had him as a sell last week. It took a Quentin Johnston injury for him to finally, get going this year. QJ comes back. Does he go back to third in the totem pole? I don't know. It kind of seems like he's overtaking Keenan a little bit to me.
Yeah, it does to me too.
But it was just one game. So I don't know. I'm probably trying to sell high on him still, if it's me.
I think you're trying to sell high on all three of them. Because here's the thing. I think you don't know who's going to eat. This is turning into the Packers. You don't know who's going to eat what week. It's going to be a different wide receiver every week. And you're going to have ups, downs, all arounds. And you're going to be so frustrated. Just like I watched Quentin Johnston go off for 4 weeks straight. And then I put him in my lineup. And he goes for 3.5 points.
Well, that happens occasionally with these number 2s and number 1s. To me, QJ, if you can get him for a reasonable price, that's the one you want in this offense.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I feel comfortable starting him a healthy QJ every week.
I don't know that I can go off of what we've been saying for the last 2 years. That just hurts too much to say. Where in the world did QJ come from? You know what I mean? That's nuts.
Maybe it's a to get together.
Some people adapt to the league a little slower than others.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a frustrating. And what's crazy is I have QJ and I have Keenan Allen in leagues. I don't have Ladd McConkey anywhere, and now I'm afraid that Ladd McConkey
got even one.
Now, in fairness, Ladd McConkey, this is one of the first weeks I didn't pick him in DFS, and it was maybe one of the first weeks I've played against him in a league, so that's probably why he went off. So yeah, that's probably
all right. Guess who I put in my DFS this week as receivers? Ibuka and Puka. So
same.
You can thank me for why they're both out.
I did both of them in DFS. Yep, and they both.
I know you heard.
I was like, man, they've been killing. I'm gonna put them both in there.
Both got hurt.
Both got me like 2 points.
Yep.
I got hurt.
Yep. Dev said Henry still got 120 last game. Yeah, but he hasn't been. I mean, he finally got one with 24 attempts running. He finally got
like if you look at his stats, it foots like a math problem. Like all of his games prior, the yards added up equals 120. Like it's weird.
See, Dev is one of those guys I was talking about. See, his time's coming. His time's coming. See, he still has hope. There's these guys. Go trade him to these guys.
I think he means what we mean.
Oh, I see.
Where he's going to hit that wall eventually.
Maybe. I could go both ways. You're probably right, though. His time's coming.
Well, Dev's a smart guy, so I imagine he agrees with us.
Disagree. I have seen his Scott Fishbowl record, and he is winless, and he is near the bottom, but he's not at the bottom.
Here's the thing. I give better advice than I take my own. I don't perform nearly as well as I help other people win. So
I hear you, man.
I'm a person that likes to stay patient, and I don't know if that's cost me. Sometimes I like to say, just stay patient. Just stay patient, but that's starting to bite me. I
make the right calls a lot. I just have bad luck in these matchups where I'm playing the guy that goes off for 40 points every week or the highest score in the league, and I'm second highest, and I lose. Like
our home league, I had
bad luck.
Our home league. That's like when I lost to Kyle by 2 points, my kicker got taken out. My kicker got taken out. He got his knee taken out. And is now on IR, but he didn't get to kick 4 extra points because he got taken out on his second one. He only got 2 of his 6 points. Like I'm just saying, I'm not mad about it or anything.
He has spent more time mourning that kicker Schrader than any other player that's gotten hurt this season.
R.I.P. Schrader. That loss hurt the most. It was the most egregious loss to lose because your kicker's knee gets taken out by the freaking Raiders. Of course it was the Raiders.
Listen, just because my team held your team down face down in the dirt and took advantage of it doesn't mean it was a kicker's fault.
I feel your pain, Corey. I feel your pain.
I just can't even right now, guys. I can't even. Because Kyle's team is very, 6'7". Anyways. Oh, my 5-year-old.
It was much better when I had Malik Neighbors and Trey Benson healthy. I was feeling a lot better about it then than I am now.
That's another crazy backfield right there in Arizona.
Oh, man. I don't have a clue. I'm staying away from that backfield. They're going to announce a different starter every week. And eventually, next week, they're going to announce right before the game a new starter. We're going to be like, who's that? And it's going to end up being like some dude that got front row tickets, It's like, who is that? Everyone's trying to scramble and get him before the game start. Stupid. Let's see. What would you guys offer? Also, welcome in, Bo. Appreciate you. What would you guys offer for Terry McLaurin? Bill, or is he a for sure keep? I'm
not trading Bill for Terry.
No, not at all. Keep Bill.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you've got some running back depth to give. Yeah,
I'd like to know what else you actually have instead of just guessing names to offer for Terry.
Same.
So
let us know what you got.
Shoot us out a message with who are some guys you would be looking to trade for? I don't think Krosky merits it though.
I mean, unless you just come back with some extreme list, like this is an 8-team league, and you come back.
I was gonna say, if you're in a 6-team league, then
yeah. So let us know who's on your team, and we'll kind of give you some help there. Z Money, my bench is Shakur. Oh, we already did.
Oh, that was one right.
Yeah, Dev says I recently sent Pickens and ETN for Henry, and the guy declined. Yeah, you got bailed out, is what happened.
Yeah, he did you a favor.
Oh, you got.
I bet that dude is kicking himself right now. Oh my God.
That
guy is so pissed.
Well, because here's the thing with Pickens. Yes, his numbers are elevated because Lamb is out. He's still going to be getting really good numbers when Lamb is back because now him and Dak have had more time to build that chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not huge on ETN the rest of the year, but I'm bigger on him than Henry at this point. And Pickens is going to do very, very well the rest of the year.
Agree. I'm going to jump down here. Bo said, I just meant like his value. That's just the name that I happen to have. Yeah, but go ahead and tell us, like, who do you have so that we can tell you? Because, again, just kind of plucking people out of the air. I mean, I can make anything make sense if I argue it right. So.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some real-world scenarios of what you have on your team.
I can make anything work.
Corey will make things up to make it.
That is very true. And I will argue it like I believe in it. Let's see. Quincy says, I have Pollard and Spears. Would you drop one for Coker?
Ooh, I got both.
Or keep the running backs? What do you think? You liking Booty, Brandon?
I don't.
The player, guys. Come on. Don't kick us off YouTube.
So I have Pollard and Spears, and it's just one of those, again, backfields. You just don't know what you're gonna get. Booty had 2 touchdowns against the Saints. Sounds right. But then Stephon Diggs, had a good game when they played the Bills. So I don't really know who the number one option is in New England. So that's why I'm just. And then I think Pop scored one. Pop Douglas scored one, I think. But he had a good game. So just kind of one of those. I mean, you can pick them up, but I don't really know what you're gonna get. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I have a hard time when players have 5 targets and 2 of them were touchdowns. That's tough. I mean, he had 93 yards. I get it. But, I mean, that's like in week 2 when he had 1 target and 1 touchdown. Like, okay, you're scoring points, but it's not like a big target share, and that makes me a little nervous. So, I don't know that. Kyle, what are your thoughts on Pollard and Spears, first of all?
Well, they're both going to have a role in this offense all year long. Spears, I definitely think, is going to end up with the larger piece of it sooner rather than later. Pollard's efficiency has not been super great. Spears are working back slowly from the injury. I would rather keep both of them. Like, to me, we haven't seen Coker play in a game yet. He's been hurt. Yeah, the coaches like him. The coaches like all the players on their teams. We haven't seen him do anything. I'm not dropping him for him. Boutte or Booty, however you say it.
Booty.
Like Brandon said, like the targets aren't necessarily there. It's too inconsistent. Diggs and Hunter Henry are the only 2 receiving options on that team that I want that are going to have any kind of consistency. However, I do think you have a winner of a fantasy team name for next year, Coker off for Booty. Right there would be fantastic.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. I'm with you on this though, and here's my thought on Pollard and Spears is that wide receivers right now are a dime a dozen. I can go any of my waiver wires and find a wide receiver that I can pick up and play, right? Coker and Booty are guys that are touching my starting lineup, right?
Yeah,
they never will.
So
Pollard and Spears, they're at least flex worthy. They would touch my lineup. They're good bye week fill-ins. They've got better trade value because running backs are more sparse, right? They're harder to come by. There's been injuries. There's more value in Pollard and Spears, both of them over Coker and Booty. So that's how I'm looking at that. Would you drop Travis Hunter or Jacoby Myers for Coker or Downs?
No.
You wouldn't do that for Downs?
Downs has had a couple of decent games, but he's not as involved. Pittman's the guy.
Yeah.
Downs, Pierce, Mitchell's probably not going to be gone forever, but it's Warren and Pittman. Other guys you want there. I like Downs. I have him in a couple of my dynasty. I like him, but I just don't think he's going to be consistent enough to drop one of those 2 for. Hunter, I still think, and Jacoby too. If Geno gets his crap together, I don't think you're gaining anything by switching to those 2 guys, but you're losing a lot of upside if those guys really turn it on versus Coker or Downs. You kind of see a Downs ceiling right now, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got to keep arguing with you here, but
because you're full of it.
Well, but I'm looking at that Colts offense is just high powered and putting up points, right? So to me, the upside with Downs is nearly every week. Travis Hunter, man, that offense has been bad. We finally got a good game out of Brian Thomas Jr. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
You know, how long did it take? That offense has just not been doing great. And Travis Hunter's not going to be special in that offense. Jacoby Myers, the quarterback situation there is atrocious. We talked about that earlier with Geno Smith. So I don't think he's going to be anything special.
Do y'all think with Travis Hunter, because he's more of a two-way, that's more than anything is hurting him, more than anything, just to have any sort of
yeah.
Well,
what's his snap count?
He's only playing
a lot higher than I thought.
We'll say that, but
he's not playing that many snaps on defense. I'm not worried about the two-way thing.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't bother me as much as that offense just being inefficient and sucking.
Yeah.
That offense has been not very good.
They need Matt Jones back, so they need.
I just see. I don't know. I'm even trying to look at schedules really quick. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might be dropping Travis Hunter for Downs for me. Weird. We had a
well,
that was weird. Even reset my name on here and everything. I am not Grindberg. There we go. Weird. I don't know what happened there. So, anywho, that's my thought on it. Is I'm gonna drop Travis Hunter for Downs. That's just me. All right, moving along. So sorry, we're spending some good time on these, but got to give you good advice. 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Bill, Dobbins, Vidal, Pollard, Spears. Okay, so this was his roster with that. QJ Higgins. That sucks. Yeah. I would go it down over Hunter, but that's just me. What about Bourne? I see that. Guys, let's just have a side conversation here. Bourne has been looking fantastic. What the heck?
Let's do the Mac Jones and Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings.
I'm selling Bourne as fast as I can.
100%, guys.
He's looked good 2 weeks in a row. Pearsall and Kittle are due back anytime. We don't know when Ayuk could be back, but it'll be soon.
I think
Jennings is going to get healthier. Like, sell.
That's what I'm doing. I'm selling. And even if you sell him now and he goes, let's say, one more good week here against Atlanta, fine. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, good. You lost 1 week out of it, but I'm getting rid of him while I can. That's just me. Yeah. All right, let's see. Quincy is 6-0, has JD5, Kraft, CMC, Achane, Chase Brown. Jeez, Pete, man.
Jeez.
Wilson, Ibuka, Mike Evans. Holy
Rice,
crap.
Sutton, Pearsall. Yeah, this is obviously a 6 or 8 team league. Like, or you've just had play with some really dumb people. Because
CNC and H&M, bro.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense otherwise.
Your receiver room is hurt. That's got to be like an 18 league.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, I don't know.
But nice roster if they were all healthy.
See why you're 6-0.
It's a bummer. All your receivers are hurt now, though.
I mean,
at least you get Rice back this week to cover for Wilson and Ibuka going out.
But even if he in an 8-team league, I'm sure he got some nice waivers available. Nice waivers of receiver that he can just go pick up.
Probably. Man, that's crazy. Okay, moving on to Jason here. Start 1 this week or rest of season. Oh, Nix, Caleb, or Purdy. Well, I would have said Nix earlier in the year, but
yeah, same.
Man, that dude has been struggling. I don't get what's going on with their offense. Now, I will say that their schedule coming up.
Exactly. Yes. If
you look at
his schedule, it gets great. Like, he just got done playing the Chargers, which is a tough matchup. Cincy, he
played great against Cincy.
Philly and the Jets, tough defenses, struggled. But he's got the Giants, the Cowboys, the Texans, the Raiders, the Chiefs will be a little bit of a tough game, a bye. Then he's got the Commanders, Vegas again. The Packers is tough. Jacksonville, Kansas City. Like, it gets a little tough towards the playoffs, but overall, Bo Nix has an amazing schedule. and I trust him far more than Caleb.
And Purdy.
Purdy could be in and out all season. We don't know. Like, that dude is struggling with injuries right now. So my answer here is Knicks.
Same. Knicks.
I agree. Now, Caleb Williams does have New Orleans, then Baltimore, who has sucked, Cincy, who sucks, the Giants, who suck, then Minnesota, Pitt, Philly, Green Bay, Cleveland, Green Bay. So he has like a few good weeks coming up, and then he is going to get absolutely murdered for the rest of the season. He has he has to have one of the worst schedules, if not the worst schedule for fantasy quarterbacks. I mean, that is atrocious. I would not want that. And then Purdy, yeah, I mean, I'm just not excited by Purdy. Bo Nix at least has some rushing upside that I like. So I'm going Purdy here for next week and rest of season.
Yeah, he's been pretty disappointing.
See what you did there. I like it. All right. Jason says start one this week or rest of season. Fields, Caleb, Jones, Darnold. Ooh. Well, I just ruled out Caleb.
Yeah.
I am frustrated by Justin Fields.
Same.
Because Justin Fields has fantasy gold potential. And I feel like the dude is being told not to run the ball. I feel like he is doing everything he possibly can to not run the ball. And it is extremely frustrating. He is having a couple good games. The only bad games he had was against Buffalo and Denver. So that's kind of understandable. Then he has Carolina this week, then Cincinnati. Those are probably going to be pretty good games for him, honestly. Yeah. Then he has a bye week, but then Cleveland, New England. Yeah. Ooh. But then Baltimore, Atlanta. I have a hard time saying Baltimore, good matchup, but their defense is terrible. Atlanta, Miami, Jacksonville, New Orleans, and then New England, again, the championship week. Not bad.
The Jets have the easiest schedule in the NFL through the rest of this. Now, that's an actual stat. That is an actual stat I saw on another much more professional show.
Yep.
Based off of stats and metrics that I didn't take the time to look up. But the matchups
I'm not even offended
the rest of the season are incredible.
So
I'm all over Justin Fields on this one, but I understand if you want to go with Jones.
And the Seahawks schedule, it's okay. They have the Texans, the Commanders, the Cardinals. That should be a good one. They have the Rams, then they have the Titans, they have the Vikings, the Falcons, Colts, Rams again, Panthers, and 49ers. So it's
not
kind
bad.
of not bad, but also
I just feel like Sam Darnold's just 6'7".
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of rushing upside or anything. Whereas I love guys like Justin Fields and Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has a lot of rushing upside too. Kyle, tell us.
Back player of the year.
Jones is my number 2 on this list, not Darnold, because of that rushing upside, and he's just playing lights out on an amazing offense right now.
Yep.
So
that offense is firing on all cylinders, dude.
They're riding high right now. So,
and again, and Justin Fields. Here's the thing with Justin Fields. It takes patience. You just have to wait till the last 6 minutes of the game, and that's when he's going to get all your fantasy points.
That's true.
That's all you got to wait for, because they're going to sit back. They're going to be far behind, and they're just going to let him go down and score at the end of the game. And so he scores that garbage time, and it's enough to get him 29 points in the game. So it's frustrating and it's annoying and worrisome, but he usually ends up with his points. And I feel like if they stop overcoaching him and if they use one of their most dangerous offensive weapons and let him run the ball, then that offense might actually score some points. Jeez, it would be incredible. And I also think that would help Breece Hall. If they start letting Justin Fields be mobile, Breece Hall might actually get a little bit more open holes too. Just throwing that out there. Anyways.
Tim Tebow used to do the same thing. Get all his points in the last 5 minutes.
100%. I'll take it every time. All right, Brandon, you starting Fields, Dart, or Darnold? God, Jason is just giving us all kinds here.
If we're talking rest of season, I know Fields has the easiest schedule, so I don't know who the Giants like they have a tough schedule going ahead, so I'm going to go Fields rest of the season. But this week, I believe who do the Giants play this week?
Oh, they're playing Denver.
Denver.
Go ahead and go Fields. Let's go ahead and go Fields. So
yeah, I'm going Fields. Kyle, what do you think? This
I'm
week,
going like this week for sure. Fields.
yeah.
I'm going Fields rest of the season because of the schedule we talked about.
Yeah.
But if you look at that Giants schedule, like Denver, tough. Philly, tough. San Fran, not as tough as they used to be. Chicago, great. Green Bay, tough. Detroit, kind of like San Fran there. Okay. New England, not too bad. Bye week. Washington, great. Minnesota, Las Vegas, great.
Washington will get their defense together.
We'll see. I know you're a fan. You're full of crap. I'm a full of crap Dallas fan. You're a full of crap Washington fan. Our opinions don't count on those teams. But, I mean, that schedule's rough. Even if Washington gets their crap together, it makes it even more rough. So, I'm not –
I do like Jackson Dart.
I think he's going to do great in real life. I don't think he's going to do great for your fantasy team.
He won't do what he did against Philly. I don't think that'll happen again. When they play, I don't think that won't happen again.
No, when they play at Philly in Week 8, he's going to get demolished.
That won't happen again. Yeah,
he will get demolished. Yeah, but I like him. I think him and Scatterboo are fans. I like their chemistry. I like the way they interact with each other. I think that's going to be fun. As a Cowboys fan, I don't love it. I don't love it.
If you think about this trio, I mean, Neighbors is only a second-year guy.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbors, Dart, Scatterboo. It's an exciting young core
It is.
on offense that's going to be – even Theo Johnson at tight end I think could be very good. There's some exciting pieces there for this team going forward.
I agree.
It's unfortunate for them that Neighbors got hurt this year because I would have loved to see Dart to Neighbors all year. I think it would have been fun to watch. But, it's unfortunate he got hurt, but I do like this young core that they have to be very good for a long time, unfortunately, as a Cowboys fan.
I agree.
We've got an aging Dak Prescott. Meanwhile, you got Jaden Daniels and Jackson Dart and Jalen Hurts over here going to be playing for the next decade still. I'm just like, hey, we get 2 more years of $60 million Dak.
All right, let's pop in here. Let's hammer through a couple more Jasons here really quick so that we can get on to some other people and not run out of time too, because he's got quite a few in here. Which two running back handcuffs are the best right now? Spears, Miller, Knight, Tootin, Gainwell, Corum, Algier. I have Kamara and Pollard, so that's why I have Spears and Miller currently.
I think those are 2 good handcuffs.
I think those are top of my list. Followed by then Tootin and Algier. But I think since those are your guys, I think those are the guys you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the ones you got.
Yeah.
And I know they said Kamara isn't getting traded, but that's not necessarily always true.
I always say that.
God, if Kamara gets hurt or traded.
Because I'm just saying they could just be saying that to drive up the price a little bit. He's not going anywhere. But what if we offer you this? All right, deuces.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. Everyone's got their price.
I just think Miller is such a great piece to have if traded or hurt Kamara.
I agree.
It's great.
Hell, maybe Miller gets traded. We don't know.
Yeah.
Start 1 this week or rest of season. Ertz, Mason Taylor, Mayer, Jawan, Ingram, Theo.
Taylor.
Yeah, I think
this week and forever, Taylor.
Yeah, it's funny because Ertz always annoys me, right? I just always downplay him, and then he ends up doing something good, and just
Mr. Unreliable.
It's annoying. But I'm also going Mason Taylor here, especially with Garrett Wilson being hurt.
He will bounce back from that atrocious.
Lots of players had
everybody on the team played horrible against Denver last week.
I mean, even
He'll bounce back.
Most of that game was bad both ways. I mean, Sutton had a horrible week too. I mean, it was just horrible. That's why we shouldn't play games overseas. Just saying. Anyways, is it okay to drop Carter for Spears, Corum, or Algier?
Yeah, I'll drop Carter for Spears immediately.
Yeah,
I would do that.
Or Algier, yeah.
Start 1 this week or rest of the season. Ertz, Ingram, Theo, or Mayer.
Theo or Mayer. Go with Ertz on this one.
Same Ertz.
I agree.
Eddie's favorite target. Yeah.
Yep. Sad because I thought Ingram was going to do a lot better this year, and I'm just Meh, meh, meh. All right. Jason wants to know, is it okay to go after Vidal, Knight in waivers, and dropping Chubb, DJ Moore, and Cup? What?
I wouldn't.
Well, let me get off my DJ Moore real quick. He ain't been playing well, and I got him, but go ahead and keep him. But
Yeah, I mean,
We talked
I would try to
about-
trade DJ Moore. I'm not dropping him.
Like we already talked about Vidal at the beginning of the deal. We're not spending a lot of time and money on him. And then Knight, it's going to be a rotation. It's going to be a nightmare. He had the game this week. I'm not dropping any of these guys for those guys.
Nightmare with a K.
Cup for the touchdown this past week. So
yeah, but you can try to trade DJ Moore and Cup. I mean,
try to trade Chubb. Try to trade all of those guys.
Yeah, just trade
them,
dude.
Somebody.
Yeah. Let's see. Alrighty, moving on here to Z Money. I had a bunch of grown men tell me Yahoo was better in our work lead. It's horrible. I'm getting back to ESPN.
Go to Sleeper.
Sleeper is my preferred.
Although,
but I definitely like ESPN over Yahoo.
ESPN is second place though, so go with that over Yahoo.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the NFL app but me, but I do start seeing the problems it's giving me.
Yeah, this guy plays NFL network, like NFL app. Like,
I think consider a change next year.
It's
all of it.
It's worse than Yahoo.
This is not a paid This is not a paid advertisement by Sleeper. We are not affiliated. All right. Would you go for McBride or stay away because of Murray injury?
Absolutely. If you can get him for any kind of a discount, I'm all over it.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, did that seem to hurt him this week against the Colts? Or did he have his best game of the freaking season? Just asking for a friend. No, yeah. I'm going with McBride. He's going to be number one. And Harrison's out with a concussion right now, right? So,
well, because McBride's one of those guys that's worth paying what he's worth. Yeah. If the guy that has him will even let him go, get him.
Yeah,
like he's that kind of player for me.
Yep, I agree. Quincy said he's in a 10-man league. That's your league is trash, and you own multiple teams, and you're trading with yourself. That's the only way you get that lineup.
That, or he's teaching a group of toddlers how to play
football.
Probably the top. Yeah, his son's kindergarten classes, and he's like, "I'll teach you guys how to play. I won't take advantage. I promise." Yeah, CMC is really injury prone. You want to get rid of him as quickly as possible.
He's his daughter's den mother, and just teaching all the girls how to play fantasy football.
Sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
Swim Bits wants to know, trade away Devonta Adams and Pollard to acquire Krosky, Merritt, Adunze, and Devonta Smith.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
You're upgrading your running back, and you're getting two comparable receivers for one. Like, yeah, that's.
I'm doing that. I like that trade a lot. Man, why won't anyone send me a trade like that? Dang.
Right.
God.
It's like pulling teeth getting the people to even respond to a trade.
No, pretty much. Let's see something like that. All right. James Coffey in my PPR league. Someone dropped J.K. Dobbins today. Thoughts on him rest of season? What do you think, Brandon? What do you think on Dobbins?
You're gonna go pick up Dobbins. You're just gonna ride this train, and hopefully it goes the rest of the season. But so far, RJ Harvey, he's been okay, but Dobbins has been the workhorse.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, definitely go ahead and pick him up, and that's somebody you can plug in. So
totally, I still like RJ Harvey to keep gaining a larger and larger role, but if you can get Dobbins for free. Ride it while free. Yeah, you can definitely use him while he's the workhorse right now.
I mean that's flex play at the very least. How you flex play?
And I'm curious, whoever dropped in the league is. There's some questions on that.
He must be in. What was old boy's name? That was just in that Girl Scout league.
Team. Yeah, he's in Quincy's 10 team.
He's gotta be in the league. Have to be.
Oh, that's funny. Marcus says someone wants to give me Jefferson for Jacobs and QJ. My wide receivers would be Jefferson, JSN, London, Tet, Pittman, Higgins, and running backs Saquon, Vidal, Kamara, Spears. Going to drop Dobbs for K9 or Dobbins. K9 and Dobbins are on
the Girl Scout league too.
What is up with these leagues, man?
But also, do not trade Jacobs when your running backs would look like that and you're that deep in receiver.
And
You don't need
Vidal,
Jefferson.
no.
You do not need Jefferson. You want to keep Jacobs, trust me.
Wait, yeah.
Not to mention QJ is playing
I
outstanding.
mean, you got JSN and Drake London. You're good. You don't need.
Yeah, you don't need Jefferson there, dude.
But I'm still wondering how you got Saquon and Jacobs at all.
I want to know how
trying to get Jacobs. Okay.
I want to know how many teams are in this league that you got Dobbins and K9 on waivers.
Like, invite me next.
Tell him.
I didn't think they would even let you drop K9 and Dobbins in these leagues, but here we are.
Well, Dobbins I could see, but K9, I don't. The undroppable list, dude. Try to send him like Kamara and QJ, and maybe even throw in, I don't know, Higgins or.
I mean, try to send him Vidal.
Kamara, Pittman, Higgins. Boom. Get Jefferson if that's how you want to do it. But
yeah, I like Vidal, Kamara, and QJ. Send him whatever. Yeah, but just keep Jacobs. I would not give up Jacobs in that deal.
100%.
In a PPR league, who do you prefer on waivers? Bam Knight or Tajay Spears?
Spears.
Yeah,
he'll end up the lead back there over Pollard by the end of the season. They're working him back slowly from an injury now. Bam Knight, rotation from hell.
Look at Captain coming in and trying to get on our nice list here. I like it. Captain Moist Beard. I like it.
He is correct.
Traded Kelsey for Pittman Jr. in standard. We like.
If you needed a receiver instead of a tight end, absolutely. That's fair. That's a fair trade to me.
Yeah, I like the trade. I mean, it
hope you got a good backup tight end.
Yeah, it just depends on what your roster looks like, you know?
Kelsey was drafted as a backup tight end this year.
Yes.
So he must have had another guy starting, and then Kelsey was an extra. I had that in a couple of leagues. So, yeah, if you need a receiver help, I like it.
I agree. Alrighty. And then Brian says traded Devontae Adams and Keenan Allen for Jettas, and then I traded Dowdle for Waddle. Thoughts? Ooh,
I like that.
Nicely done. Because Dowdle's about to lose that value like we were talking about at the beginning of the show. And Waddle, I mean, he's the wide receiver one there and going to keep performing there for Miami. So I like that. A Miami team who's going to have to pass the ball to keep up all season because their defense is absolutely atrocious. And we just got to hope that Tua doesn't die on the field. And so as long as he doesn't get his head hit, then we're good. But the Allen and Adams for Jettas is amazing. I think that's a great trade. So congrats on that. I think you made some good moves there. And selling high on Dowdle was fantastic. So
yeah,
I think
that was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Adam says Dowdle for Waddle is ruthless.
It is, dude. That's a perfect sell high scenario.
Yeah, that everyone else take notes on this. Just throwing that out there. Dowdle for Waddle. Jeez, OP. I love it. Captain says Waddle averaging 100 yards a week with Tyreek gone. Yeah. I mean, they're just feeding him.
I don't even know who the wide receiver 2 is in Miami. I don't even know who else is.
He's throwing to Waller a lot, unfortunately, but other than that, I can't tell you who another receiving option is probably down there. Parker Washington.
Yeah, Malik Washington.
That's all I can remember. I couldn't remember what his first name was.
Who was the other guy? There was another guy I've forgotten now.
Yeah.
But
nobody freaking Waddle.
Waddle, and Achane.
Yep, exactly. Cedric Wilson's still on there? Oh, that's funny. Nick Westbrook-Akine is on there. I didn't know.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, Westbrook-Akine is still out there.
That's right. Hey, remember when they paid Cedric Wilson a ton of money and he's never done anything for him? That was crazy. Anyways, with that being said, guys, it is our time. We are going to wrap this up. Guys, thanks for spending the hour with us. Much appreciated, Captain. Look at that. He's a Georgia peach, though, so you know. I love that. I think he likes him some Malik Washington. Good number 3 wide receiver on that team for sure. All righty. So that's going to do it, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with us. You can go to fsan.shop. You'll see it in the ticker at the bottom of the screen there. Use code FFCK15 for 15% off all your orders. We got some fun gear in there that has our FFCK stuff on it, branded stuff for the network, but also just some fun, funny type stuff. We got stuff in there with different players and stuff. So go in there, check it out. Christmas is coming up. Get that shopping done early. Save 15%.
Early.
FFCK 15. All right, guys. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Good luck this week.